Hello, and welcome to your yoga practice. Before we begin, let's set an intention for today. You can use an intention of your own, or you can use the intention that I present to you. So today's intention is an intention of non-judgment. First and foremost, a non-judgment of ourselves. What we do on the mat today may sometimes feel a little bit strange or uneasy. Just learn to breathe through it, and if it doesn't feel right, you can definitely stop. And a good position to go into is child's pose if you feel a little bit uncomfortable or if you need a break. Before we get into our poses, let's take a moment to ground ourselves and connect to our breath. One of my favorite breathing exercises is the 4-7-8 breathing exercise. So to do that, we'll breathe in for 4 seconds. We will hold that for 7 seconds, and then we will release the breath for 8 seconds. Let's give it a try. Hold that breath, and then you're going to hold it for 7 seconds. Then you release the breath for 8 seconds. Very nice. I'll talk you through it once again, and then we'll do it again on our own. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. And release the breath for 8 seconds. Now, in the beginning, doing this breathing exercise, if you're not used to doing those types of exercises, it may be a little bit difficult to breathe in for all of the 4 seconds. It may also be a little bit difficult to hold that breath for 7 seconds. And then it may be difficult to breathe out for 8 seconds because you don't have that much breath inside to release for that long. But as you do it more repeatedly and consistently, you'll be able to do all of the seconds. So let's do it again. This time we'll do it on our own. Remember, you're breathing in for 4 seconds, you're holding for 7 seconds, and then you're releasing for 8 seconds, or whatever that looks like for you. Great job. Let's start to warm up our body a little bit, and we'll get into some cat-cows. You're going to come into a tabletop position, making sure your hands and palms are firmly on the ground. Your back should be straight and flat. And just kind of move your body around a little bit and start to see what feels good. Your toes are flat, straight out, and pointed. And let's begin. Begin to rise your back up and sink your belly in, dropping your head to gaze at your navel. Release the spine, bringing your hips up and your neck and head go back. Releasing the breath as you do that. Now let's inhale, drawing those hips back in and head down, gazing at your navel. Let's release that breath. Bring your hips back up, head back out. Great job. Let's inhale, dropping the head, bringing chin to chest and eyes to navel. Very nice. Release that breath. Bringing your head back and your hips back out. Feeling your body to see how it feels. Making sure your shoulders are not tight. Once again, let's breathe in, dropping head. Bringing hips in. Making sure our palms are still flat. Gazing gently at our navel. Release. Bringing hips back up. Head goes back. Eyes gazing to the heavens. Very nice. Now let's ease back a little bit. Stretching out our thighs and stretching out our arms. Forehead to mat. And let's come back up again. Now let's release one more time. Stretching out our legs. Forehead to mat. If that feels uncomfortable for you, you can use a pillow or you can use a block. You can use it this way. If you're unable to come down all the way, rest your elbows and your forearm on the mat and bring your forehead to your block. If you feel like you can come a little bit closer to the mat but just not all the way down, you can flip your block this way, keeping your arms still flat on the mat and palms, your forearms, and then slowly, gently go back, adjust your block to meet you where you are, and then put your forehead on your block. If it feels good to you, you can come back all the way down. For a nice deep stretch. Very good. Now we're going to come into mountain pose. We'll come into mountain pose all the way at the front of our mat. With mountain pose, our palms are facing out and our head is facing forward. We're going to go into sun salutation A. Let's gently raise our arms to the heavens. Look up to the sky. Now let's fold over and come down as far as you can. So it may be here for you. You may be able to grab your ankles, or you may be able to come all the way down with a gentle, gentle stretch of your hamstrings and your calves. Go ahead and drop your head. Let it hang nice and loose. Gently getting into that position. Very nice. And if you feel that you don't want to hold on to your ankles, and up here is still too hard, you can also use your yoga block to brace yourself. So you can put your block right here and then come down to this position. Okay. So from here, or if you have a yoga block, you're going to come up for flat back. Very nice. Now we're going to go into plank. Go ahead and put your right foot back, palms down, left foot back for plank. Stay here. Then we're going to come down for chaturanga. Oh, let me move my mat back a little bit because I'm a little too close to the couch. So come back, adjust if you need to. So I was here. Let's come all the way down. Chaturanga. Put your toes down. Come up for cobra. Very nice. Now we're going to tuck our toes for downward dog. And we're going to put our head in between our arms. Now if you need to, you can go ahead and pedal out your legs. And if your heels are not going all the way down at this point, it's okay. The mat will meet you where you are. Now let's walk up gently to meet our hands here. Let's come up for a flat back. Head is still down. Now let's rise. And then let's fall like a rag doll, holding your arms, gently allowing your head to drop. Now let's bring our arms up to the heavens. Head is up, facing the sky. Now let's gently put our arms down at our sides. Back into mountain. Eyes are facing forward. Remembering to breathe in and breathe out on each move. Let's inhale, arms to the heavens, head looking up. Exhale, fold over, hands to mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank position. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale for cobra. Inhale, tuck your toes for downward dog. Exhale, walk your legs up. Inhale, tabletop position, or flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms are down for mountain. Inhale, arms are up. Exhale, drop your body gently. Palms are to the ground. Inhale, flat back. Exhale for plank. Palms are flat. Toes are bent with your legs straight. Your back does not have to be all the way straight for this plank. Now let's come down for chaturanga. Now, let's push up for cobra. Remembering to inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Remembering to tuck our toes. Head is gently down and your eyes are gazing at your navel. Inhale, walk your legs up. Exhale, flat back. Exhale, drop your head. And release. Inhale, arms are up to the heavens. Exhale, arms to side. You're doing a great job. Inhale, arms are up. Exhale, drop your hands down. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, cobra. If it feels good to you, you can release. You can put more pressure into your palms and bring your thighs up for upward dog. If not, you can stay here in cobra. Now let's tuck our toes for downward dog. Push back, head goes down. Releasing the breath. Inhale, walk it up. Exhale, flatten your back. Inhale, arms are down. Exhale, arms are up. And then back in mountain. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, fold over. Palms are coming down to meet the ground. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, going into plank, flattening our palms. Exhale, bring it down for cobra or chaturanga. Now we're going to push up for cobra. Very nice. Inhale, tuck your toes, downward dog. Exhale, walk it up. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring it up gently, arms at our side, coming all the way up to the heavens. Exhale, back into mountain pose. Great job, guys. Now let's face forward. We're going to be getting into some back bends. We'll do a bridge first so that we can ease into it. So first, for our bridge, we need to come down to our mat. We're going to go to the front of our mat and then slowly start to sit and then get into a seated position. After we come into our seated position with our feet flat, we'll scoot up a little bit and get comfy. Go ahead and come back on your forearms and ease down into your back. Your legs are bent now like a triangle. Your arms are flat on the ground with your palms facing down. Now this is going to give us a nice stretch, this bridge, and this is going to prepare us for our bow, which is coming up next. So now that our back is flat, our eyes are facing straight forward and our arms are down, we have our palms touching the ground and our feet are flat. We're going to push with our palms, making sure our shoulders are aligned, and we're going to push up with our hips. Let's try that. So slowly Our hips are going up to make this nice straight line. And our palms are facing down. And you should feel this is pretty much giving you your structure and your support here. Push that up gently and release. Great job. Let's push up. Gently raising our hips to the sky. Being mindful of our neck, that we are not straining, that it feels good. Now, if this feels a little bit difficult, what you could do is get either a pillow, or if you have a yoga block, you can have it there ready for you at your side. And then as you begin to push up, you can slide that in there to give you a little bit of support. So let's do that again. Let's continue to relax this area and bring space into these hips and muscles. Pushing up, elongating this part of our body. Gently gazing at the sky and release. Let's raise our hips once again, pushing up to the sky, being mindful of our neck and shoulders, being gentle with our body, and release. Again, let's push up, raising our hips to the sky, being mindful of our neck and shoulders, and release. We should feel a really good stretch back here and a little bit in the front as well. We're also using our arms here for support. Now that we've given that part of our body a good stretch, let's go ahead and turn over gently. You can come over to your left side, roll over, and then prop yourself up. And we're going to be laying down on our stomach this time. So go ahead and come all the way down, chin touching the mat. Arms, now our palms are facing up instead of down like they were when we did our bridge. Now our palms are up. Let's release the shoulders. Release your legs. Have your toes flat. Great job. Now let's bend our legs. First we'll start with our right leg. And let's gently take our right arm and bring our foot back a little bit to give it a nice stretch. And release. Release your shoulder. Now let's bring that foot back up again. Give it a nice pull once again, very gently. And release. Hand goes back to the mat, releasing your shoulder once again. Toes are still pointed. Now let's bring that right foot back up to meet your right hand and gently pull. Very nice. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. Let's pull our left foot up and our right hand will be there to meet it and give it a nice gentle pull and release. Releasing that left shoulder and your left foot is pointed once again. Now let's pull it back up gently. Give it a nice stretch and release. Now we'll do that one more time. pull your left foot up, meeting your right hand. Give it a nice gentle pull and release. Now, we're going to have our chin meet the mat once again. We'll bring both our right foot and our left foot up, pointing. We'll reach back with our right hand and our left hand, and we'll go ahead and flex our feet. Let's reach back for our ankles. Head is facing forward. And then we will pull and rise up at the same time. Pull and rise up. And release. Chin goes back to the mat. Arms are relaxed. Once again, pull your right foot back, left foot back, flex your feet, pull your right hand and your left hand to meet your ankles, and then pull your legs up, and your hands are going back, and your chest is coming off of the mat. And head is forward, and release. Once again, let's pull our right leg, our left leg back, flex your feet, pull your right hand and your left hand to meet your ankles, raising your chest, raising your legs, head is going back. And release. Now, if this feels a little bit uncomfortable for you, you can certainly prop yourself up with your left hand to start. And what you're going to do is pull your right foot back, flex your foot, and we'll do one at a time. So you'll take your right hand to meet your ankle, and then just pull gently and release. Once again, put your right foot back, right hand to ankle, pull gently, chest is off the floor, and release. Now let's do those 2 times on the other side. Let's gently put our left foot back, grabbing your ankle with your left hand. Chest is off the floor. Give it a nice stretch, pulling gently, gently on your ankle, and release. And then last time, we're pulling our left foot back, putting your left hand on your left ankle, chest is up, giving a nice gentle, gentle stretch, and release. Great job. Now let's prop ourselves up with our hands, gently coming into sitting position. We'll come here for a minute and stretch our bodies out. Let's take our head and gently give it a nice turn to your right side. If it feels good to you, then gently give it a little touch. And then back to center. Now let's do our left side. Gently moving our head to our left shoulder, taking our left hand and giving it a nice gentle pull to the side. Let's go to the other side again, giving our head a gentle, gentle turn to our right shoulder, taking our right hand and giving it a gentle pull to the side, very gentle. And then back to center. Palms are on our knees once again, resting. Back is straight. Feel as if you're being pulled in the middle gently. And let's go on this side again. So let's take our head and gently give this part of our body a nice stretch. Gently pulling our head to our shoulder, elongating our neck, and then back to center. Once again, let's gently put our head over to our left shoulder, taking our left hand and gently pulling it over to the side, and then back to center. Now let's look to our right, and then look to the center. Let's look to the left, eyes gazing softly, and then back to center. Look to the right again. Very gentle twist in our neck. Back to center. One more time on this side, a very gentle twist of our neck as palms are here on our knees, and then back to center. Great job. Now let's come back to standing position. We'll be in mountain pose. This time we'll be doing our sun salutation D. Let's step to the front of our mat and have our palms facing out. Our feet are flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart. Let's inhale, arms to sky, and come into a nice seating position. Exhale, bring our hands down to the mat. That feels good to you. If that does not feel good to you, you want to come up a little bit, you can certainly use a block or a pillow, something that will give you some support and meet you where you are. Inhale, we will flatten our back. Exhale, we will go into plank. Exhale. Inhale, go into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Bringing our head up. Exhale, put your toes back in, downward dog. Walk out your calves a little bit. Inhale, we're going to lift our right foot and bring it up for a lunge. Make sure you're bringing in your abdominal area to make room for your leg. Exhale, bringing our hands to the sky, making sure your left heel is flat. Arms are up. Have a stretch to the heavens. Keeping in mind that your knee is bent, but it's not bent to the point where it's over your toes. It's just a nice bend, meaning it right here in the middle, but not too far over. Hands are up for exhale. For inhale. Now let's exhale, go into plank, putting that right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog, tucking in your toes. Exhale, we're going to be bringing our left foot up for plank. Making sure your back heel is all the way down. Bring your arms up. Releasing the breath, hands to the heavens. Exhale, come down for plank, pushing that foot back. Inhale, chaturanga. Flattening out your toes to go into cobra. Exhale for cobra. Head is back. Feet are flat. Inhale, downward dog. Tuck your toes. Now you can either step up or you can jump back into the first position, meeting your palms. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, release your neck, hands down. Inhale, arms are up, and then come back into your seated position. Putting your hips down. Exhale, back into mountain. Inhale, arms are up. Back into your seated position. Your arms should be kind of parallel with your ears. Head is up. Exhale, bend forward gently, waterfall down, touching your mat, dropping your head. Inhale, straighten your back. Exhale, go into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Exhale for cobra. Inhale, downward dog. Walking out your calves. Exhale, we're going to bring our right foot up for lunge. Making sure your left foot heel is flat. Go ahead and bring your arms up to the sky. Exhale, going into plank, putting your right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Flatten out your toes. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes. Come up for downward dog. Inhale, you're going to bring in your left foot for a lunge. Making sure you're bringing up your abdominal, making room for this leg. As we come up for warrior, make sure your back heel is down and your knee is bent. Eyes to the heavens. Very nice. Exhale, come down for plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Flatten out your feet, going into cobra. Inhale, push up for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Tuck your toes. Exhale, walk it up. Inhale, straighten your back. Exhale, release, touching the ground, releasing your neck and your head. Inhale, bringing your arms up to sky. Bringing your bottom down into chair pose. Exhale, arms at your side, back into mountain. Great job, guys. Now let's start to cool the body down. Let's gently come into a seated position. Crisscross applesauce. Now let's take our palms and gently put them on our knees. Breathing in slowly and breathing out. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. Now let's do some side twists. We'll take our left hand, put it on our right knee. We'll take our right hand, put it gently behind us. And then we're going to go ahead into that twist. We'll make sure that our palm is flat on the ground. If it doesn't feel comfortable, you can definitely take your block to meet you where you are. Make sure your spine is nice and straight and you feel as though there's a little string that is pulling your spine up. So let's keep our palm flat. Let's put our left hand on our right knee and gently turn our head to look over our right shoulder. Wonderful. Let's come back facing forward. Both our right hand and left hand are over our knees. Coming back to center. Now let's take our right hand, put it on our left knee. Take our left hand, put it gently behind us. Go ahead and twist. Feel that nice stretch. Keeping a gaze over your left shoulder. Making sure that right shoulder is not up and, meeting you at your ear, but it is relaxed as you get into a nice stretch. Very nice. Come back to center position. Let's stretch our other side once again, bringing our right hand behind us, bringing our left hand on our right knee, and gently look over your right shoulder, gazing gently straight forward, making sure that left shoulder is not too high. It's just gently relaxed as you get into this nice stretch. Wonderful. Come back to center. Let's stretch this side again. Taking our right hand to our left knee, taking our left hand behind us, turning our gaze gently over to our left shoulder, making sure our right shoulder is relaxed. And then coming back to center. Now, let's gently go over to our knees, going into tabletop position. At this point, we can point our toes, making sure our back is nice and straight. Let's bring the hips in, dropping the head. Drop those hips, bringing the head back. Very good. Now let's kind of just wiggle in our body a little bit and come down for child's pose. Resting our forehead on our mat and our hands are flat. Breathing in, releasing the breath. Let's come up, stretching out those hips, bringing it down to the mat, and then back, all the way down, releasing that breath. Up once again, moving that body, moving those hips around, moving that head around, whatever feels good for you. Going in the opposite direction as well. And then coming down. Head to mat, arms are flat. Bottom is on your heels. Great job. Now you're gonna slowly come over to your side. Your right hip is touching the mat. Your right arm is touching the mat. Now you're coming all the way over for Savasana. Head is gently on the floor. Eyes are gazing ever so gently to the heavens. Palms are facing forward, or palms are up. We're bringing awareness into our body. From the top of our head to our soft gaze of our eyes, to the breath that is coming in through our nose and out through our mouth. Our jaw is relaxed and unclenched. Our shoulders are flat and flush with the ground, melting into our mat. We feel our belly as it rises with breath and deflates as the breath goes out. We feel our hips as they are square with the mat, and we make adjustments if we need to. We feel our calves on the mat. We feel our feet gently relaxed into the side. We are on the mat in a non-judgment state. We know that the mat will meet us right where we are. And we know that we are whole just as we are. We take this time in Savasana to allow our body to continue to heal and feel all of the benefits of our entire yoga practice, your yoga practice. We relax our body. We relax our mind. We focus on our breath. You may stay in Savasana for as long as you like. There's no time here. I will mind the time. You are free to close your eyes and relax. And connect once again to your breath. So as you come out of Savasana, you can gently roll onto your side, whichever side feels better for you. Come back up to a seated position. Stretch your arms up and out, bringing your hands into prayer. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in your yoga practice. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you back on the mat.